Hello everybody, how's it going? Back for another Wednesday night, and you know what time it is. Oh, you've probably seen the title to know what time it is. It's Duck Talk. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I know I am. Just got back from work not long ago, had some food, and now we're live and kicking. Ookie spooky, yeah! So we've got our guest tonight, Perry Plays. Very looking forward to talking with him. Oh, and we have Joe Lil. Am I okay to call you Joe Lil? Saying hi. Hello. Really hope you enjoy your stay with us. Okay, so now that we've gone sorted, I just poured my drink now, so I'm all good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and hi, Lottie. Oh, it's Lottie. Oh. Okay, so I'll quickly go. Oh, I very nearly called the wrong person. Jeez, that would have been awkward. Okay. Boop. Hello again.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, all good. Everything is sorted. In fact, I think I've served my time now, so I'm just gonna take the dunce hat off before anyone asks any questions. There we go. Oh god, I forgot about that. And yes, if anyone wants to use the channel points, go right ahead. The only thing that I won't be able to do right now is the karaoke thing, because I'll probably have to do that at the end if you want me to. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this. So how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've never really done one of these before, like I said earlier. So
yeah,
this will be interesting.
Cool. So for anyone who doesn't know you from here, and if anyone's watching back at the VOD, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Sure. I'm Perry. Acronym stands for Prototype Engaged in Recreation and Reasoning Integrator. I'm a funny little robot sitting in a warehouse playing games or whatever I come across in the back rooms. So
Nice.
that's a little bit about me.
Ah, that is cute little lore for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh, I just realised that little Reggie's down here not looking at anything. I don't know if you saw the. Did you see the picture that I put on the internet just before the social, just in the socials, where I got myself a little duck mascot to watch over the show?
I think I I think I did. I like that a lot.
I'm back. Hi, Berry. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, I've got little Reggie here just watching over everything as well. So I've essentially got 2 mods. Yay!
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just give it a little moment just for people to catch up, and then we can hop right into it.
Sounds good. Oh, I need to post your link in my own circles.
Thank you.
I forgot to do that.
Well, at the end, I will be giving you a shout out as well for your own channel.
Oh, you don't gotta do that.
It's fine. I like to do that with every guest that I have. The only issue with that is I'm not your only mod. Well, you got Reggie next to you. In terms of people, yeah, you're the only mod. Yeah, I'd like to shout out all of the guests. The only person that I didn't was last week's, and that's because it went on till 3:30 in the morning and I completely forgot. But I did manage to make it up to him by giving him a shout out in the very next episode beginning.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so.
Yeah. Of course, it started a little bit later as well, and of course, I had technical difficulties on my side. Because, of course, it was my first time back as well, so I just needed to get my my legs back into it.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I will say as well, everyone who's been with me long enough will know this, but my internet on my PC just innately sucks. So I've had to basically negate the problem by hooking up a cord all the way up to the router in the next room.
Oh, I gotcha.
So if I don't have the cord in, then that's bye-bye internet at any second. It could be working 1 second and then it would just die for another hour afterwards. And silly little me forgot that I needed to put the cord in.
Oh no.
So I got a thing on chat saying, why is your stream lagging so much? I said, it's perfectly fine. And then on the fine part, it crashed. And I watched back on the VOD, which is about 2 minutes long. It's perfectly fine. Dead.
Just completely cut out.
Yeah, and it just comes back as if it was. But then I just thought, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna get the wire up there. Fail clown, thank you. Thank you, Brimmy. And of course, we also have our 2 friends here. So you seem good, so I'm going to introduce you to Paddy.
Alright.
There you go. So for the chats who are good, they get Paddy. But if they are bad...
Oh no.
Just saying. There's always that.
Not the spray bottle, no.
Yes. Powered by our Ghost Post Gope. Alright, I reckon that we can hop right in. So, I've got 108 ducks right now. So I'm hoping that it doesn't just immediately explode anymore, because the frame rate is getting worse and worse with every duck that I get.
I can only imagine why.
Yeah, and this isn't it's a good PC in other ways, but it chugs for a lot of other stuff.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately. Here you are. And of course, I managed to get you a duck as well ahead of time.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yes.
I think it was there's a robot one?
Yeah, there's like a mechanical one. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you. I can't remember a lot of these names. We got... No, it's a DLC one.
Oh, okay. Because when you said that...
What do you think of this?
Oh, is it the steampunk one?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I love that one.
Ah, I made a good choice.
'Cause, like,
I just thought, you know what? That looks like a Perry. I'm just gonna quickly add that. Because I don't know if there is like an official robot-y one here.
well, yeah, because when you said it earlier, when you said it beforehand, I thought you were talking about like one of the PC ones. Like I think it's in the last pack, like on
Yeah.
this map. It's one of the special ones
Huh.
that like shows up as like a PC or a mouse or whatever.
Nice.
But the steampunk one is also really cool. I love that.
Nice. I need to, once I've got all the ducks in this one that I can get, I'm going to move on to a different map and start them all over again.
Gotcha.
In fact,
Have you been able to get into the secret room back there with the number panel on it?
I haven't yet. Do you know how to do that? Because I think this might be the last episode where we have this room.
Yeah, because I got into this game because of you.
Oh, thank
And,
you. I'm glad I could spread the duck glove.
And what you have to do is there's a map. You have to go to the Antarctic map or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and there's a code behind some curtains or something with like some pictures, and you have to get 2 specific ducks, figure out what to name them, and then each duck will give you part of a code to open the door.
Ooh.
I haven't done it yet because I haven't gotten one of the ducks, and you can't just look it up because the numbers are random for each like thing.
Yeah.
So
So that's going to be something to do in the meantime with this. Oh, Mello, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by tonight. How's your day going? What's popping? All good from the side? Knowing I'm locked up at workplace and that my days off don't matter, but all's good. How's Mello? Yeah, I know that you're having a bad time at work lately. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think they've all entered the pool. So if I remember correctly, we have 108 and we need at least 120 to call this a success. So we're gonna get 12 more duckies.
you never go wrong with more ducks.
No, all the ducks. In fact, one of my friends has proven to me that you can break the barrier of it. So for somehow, last time I spoke to them, they had 178 out of 120 ducks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In fact, I will say this much. It was my friend Biddles that got me into this game in the first place.
Oh yeah, I think I do remember seeing Biddles talk about it too.
Yeah, because I know she did a few streams on it, and then I watched Nia do it, and then I thought, you know what? I always wanted to do an interview show anyway. This might as well be the perfect backdrop for it, because then I realized, oh, you can name ducks. So I was like, okay, I gotta name whoever comes to the chat with their own duck.
I'm surprised they don't have a function for that, like built in already, because I think there's a few games that do it. They've got like a Twitch plugin or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like Cult of the Lamb, I think does it. It names your followers about after whoever's in chat.
Yeah, I would love to be able to play Call of the Lamb. In fact, that is in the cards. It's sometime in the future.
Nice. Also, can I just mention how I love that you named the ghost one after yourself? I love that.
Thank you. That was the one thing that I wanted to do, just because that's like when the ghost one I've heard is quite rare. So I was thinking, okay, that's got to be mine with that. Because other than I've made a friend recently who is the other ghost I know, but I don't know many other ghosts.
Yeah.
I see a clown. I see a lefty. How you doing, Maul? Or is it Maul? Love the song and the neon duck for me. Anywho, just wanted to hop in and say hi, got errands, have a good one. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Mello. I don't know if you actually have a duck yet. Let me just find out. Let me just take a little look-see. Yes, you do have one. It is the neon one. Yeah, now there's 2 neon ones. Oh, my little nose. Thank you. Is there a bear duck? I don't actually know. I haven't seen any of them that have bear on them yet. I've got a little dapper one. Look at him. Well, we have... we just need 3 more for the actual main pack, which is amazing. So yes, that's about everything. So I don't actually have one for Lottie yet. So which one do you think Lottie would have? Unless you... Is the one that you've had your eye on, Lottie? Yes. Yes, take your pick.
Have you already named the clown one? Because that'd be my first.
The clown one?
Yeah.
Let me take a look. I think I've left the duck one completely there yet. Oh, we do have a duck one. I mean a clown one. How about this one? In fact, I did not know that we had a rubber hose one. I did not know.
Oh yeah, there is a rubber hose one.
There is. Okay, so let me just make double sure. Let me just make double, triple sure. Because I'm surprised that I wouldn't have at this point. No, I don't. Okay. Even though they're not here right now, I think the name of this one is going to be quite obvious. Perfect. The only one that also that's been earmarked is the knife one because my friend Looney wants that. We do have a rainbow one too.
Lottie said clown, pastel, or clouds.
Clown, pastel, or clouds. I think we actually do have a cloud one. Let me just double check. I do like the look of that one too. Let me just take a little look-see, Lou. What is that one? Oh. A postage one? No. No, yeah, I can give you the clowny one. There we go. Just Lottie? They're a little hard to see on my phone. I'll name you this one just until you see one that you love. There we go. I think that's everyone who currently has a duck. Oh, Mowel. So if you see one that you like, just let me know. And then I'll name it after you.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, bye. There's one thing that I do love about this show. We can be getting onto like the biggest tangent with someone, and then suddenly something will just fly off screen, and then we're just taken aback. Ooh, quack, yes. I don't know why, that's just super loud for me. Okay, so do you want to get on to the first question?
Sure, I'm ready.
Yes. Okay, so we do have something simple to start with. So what made you want to start streaming in the first place?
It was kind of a thing that I always wanted to do. It changed a little bit where like I was like, oh, because I grew up watching like people like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and I was like, that seems like something I want to do. And I originally wanted to get into doing like YouTube stuff. But that kind of morphed into doing, I can do stuff on Twitch and streaming, and that's a lot more interactive than say like just making videos. So that's kind of where that came from.
Ah, nice. So do you also do things on YouTube?
At the moment, it's mostly here recently. I've been having someone edit VODs down for like highlights.
Oh, cool.
That's mostly what it's been, but I'd love to break into doing other stuff as time goes on.
Nice. Any ideas of what that would be?
Mostly editorials, kind of things, like just talking about like different games. Maybe like specific things where like getting like people together, and I'm trying to think of examples. But yeah, that kind of a thing.
Nice. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that one.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay, so we've got yeah. If you don't mind, how long have you been streaming?
I've been streaming on and off for... Gosh, I'm trying to remember because I've got really old VODs that have just been like me playing TF2.
Nice. Is that the first game you ever streamed?
I think so, actually. Let me try and see if I can see it actually. Because I'll just probably go off of when that VOD was posted. That should probably give me a rough idea.
That's okay.
Let me just scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Okay, so in 4 minutes we're going to take a little sip of drink. Did you find it?
Yeah, I started by posting like TF2 stuff, and that was back in as early as like 2015, according to YouTube archives.
Nice, almost 10 years ago.
Oh my god, it has been almost 10 years. Oh, that makes me feel old.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I know, I often think of like 2015 as like, oh, well, it was just a few years ago. No, it's nearly a decade.
Just about, yeah, we're in 2024. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I was still in high school as far as I remember.
I know. Seem to have flown by. What makes me feel really old and how time has just slipped by, the 2020 was already 4 years ago.
Are we not still in 2020? I just assumed that 2020 was like 5 years long.
I know, it's like that moment that felt so much longer. It felt as long as the time between then and now feels.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Yeah. How long have you been working on Perry's Law?
Oh, that's for me. I have been working on Perry's lore for don't judge me, but it's been like only like the past few, like from the past year to like the past few months I've been working on the lore. Because it was kind of one of those things where I was like, oh, it'll come naturally to me as I stream. And just being a smaller streamer, I kind of came to realize that I don't really get people just asking about that on the daily. So I was like, I'm gonna change directions and just kind of start coming up with it, and actually see how that goes, because was just kind of my perception of, oh, people will ask and I'll come up with it on the fly, but you know.
Nice. So is this the extent of the lore, or is it something that's going to continue on?
It's something that I'd love to continue on. I just I lost my train of thought a little bit.
That's okay.
Cause you know I don't want to be like one of those streamers that's just like, oh, they've got the one gimmick going for them.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'd love to continue expanding on it, and that sort of thing in the future.
Nice. And how would you kind of like, what do you say? How would you relay it to your audience?
How do you mean?
Like, would it be through like posts on social media? Would it actually show up in the streams? Would it be part of the description? Just for when you've got like updates to the lore.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I've thought about doing like specific lore streams, to see if the interest was there. I've sort of kind of tried testing the waters with like lore posts, and that kind of thing.
Nice.
Sort of a mixed media cross-platform kind of a thing.
Cool.
Just to try and test the waters.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, how did that go? If you've already done that.
I think it's gone pretty well so far. People have expressed interest, like Lottie and a few other people. They've shown their support, been enthusiastic about it, and you know, as a small streamer, it's really great to have, you know, that those few people, like when you're starting out.
Of course, the community is everything to a small streamer. Because I'm still there, and I'm amazed with all the people who actually stuck around.
Oh, I know, right? Once you get like the few regulars that come to your stuff, it's like the best feeling in the world, and I'm eternally grateful that people like them enjoy my stuff.
Of course, it's like because there's the people who actually just stick around to hear you what you have to say about a certain thing, and just to support you as well.
Yeah, of course.
That is wonderful. So what kind of games do you normally stream on your channel?
Here in the past few months, it's been mostly Toontown. I think, yeah. It's been Toontown Corporate Clash in particular. Because it just seemed like a cool thing to go along with and try and do long form. Mostly, though, I try to keep it varied. It's mostly, it probably comfortably sits in the retro section. I try not to stick with playing whatever's like popular or whatever's hot right now.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. But you know, it sits between the range of whatever I feel like and what might be considered retro. I do try to play on actual hardware. It's like old PS1 games,
Nice.
original Xbox, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we on the last episode we actually did talk about the effect of playing only the popular games, and like it's that versus playing the games you actually want to play. Because if you like have a popular game and you really want to play, then like the more power to you. But if you're playing it just for that, like the sake of people showing up, and you stop playing that, then it's like, it's like, where did the people? It's like the people who just show up for that kind of thing. But so it's best to play something that you love as well.
Yeah, like if it's gotten big and it's like something that I look like I might have fun with, I would absolutely. I think there definitely is something to also be said for like the low budget streamers, because like if there's a new game coming out like every month that you want to invest in, or like you feel the need to invest in, like that's a lot of money that adds up.
It
to
is.
like there's that financial aspect to it, and some people just don't want to shell out that kind of money for a new game every month or so.
Exactly.
At least from my perspective, there's people out there that might have, different takes on it, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially if that game is like 60 to 70.
Oh, I know, right? It's like if it's AAA, and especially if they're, excuse me, especially if they're charging that much.
Yeah. That actually does bring me into a little thing here. So, do you have a favorite game?
That's hard to say.
Let me just bring it down, narrow it down just a little bit. Do you have a favorite game recently? Like something that brings to your mind, like, oh yes, this is something I played recently that is my favorite of like this time.
I would probably have to say, it's been. It's probably been. I don't know if it counts, but I've been playing there's a game coming out soon, that's got a demo, and I've been playing that like almost every day.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called Anton Blast.
Oh, Anton Blast.
Yeah,
I can't wait
yeah,
for that.
it's been on my mind very, very frequently. I've been going back to playing the demo on the Switch, which has got a lot of polish since it was initially released. So I've been having a lot of fun with that.
Oh, cool. I've heard so much about it, but I want the experience to be like when it's full ready.
Yeah, I would probably suggest play the demo, just so you can get a feel for it. But
Yeah.
it's very fun.
Awesome. I will definitely give it a shot. Strangely enough, there is a demo that I've played recently that I'm really looking forward to. A little indie game called Endocopia.
Oh yeah, what's that about?
It's like a full horror game that is based on like a 90s point-and-click adventure.
Oh, is that the one that's got like the 2D animation?
Yeah, it kind of looks like something you make in Kid Pics. It's like the general 90s style.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I've heard of that one. You'll have to send me a link to it later.
Definitely, it's an itch game.
Oh, okay. Words. I do genuinely love that we have places like Itch where we can have just like you can just post whatever your project you're working on as a game and stuff like that.
Certainly. Especially since they have a bit more of a filter for it on something like Steam.
Yeah, well, I mean, Steam used to have that system because they used to have Steam Greenlight.
Yeah.
But they got rid of that like what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. The only thing is with that, there was a lot of stuff that was kind of like oversaturating it.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true, but you know.
Yeah, well, it was sad to see it go, but I'm glad that like Itch and Game Jolt were there to take the mantle for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like Game Jolt, I think is where I first heard about my guilty pleasures. Games have been like those big fandom games. Like I guess you could call them like kids horror.
Uh-huh.
Um, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's where I first heard about those.
Nice.
Because I don't think Freddy's was even on Steam before it took off from the Game Jolt page.
Yeah, it's strange that
Kind
it
of a
took
thing.
off like so much from just that one game.
Oh yeah, it's because I've watched the interview that the creator did with one of the big people in the fandom, and he just really sums it up as like it was just like lightning in a bottle.
Pretty
Um,
much. You're talking about the Doggo interview.
oh yeah, the Daco interview. That's yeah. Hang on. Yeah, it's the Daco interview. That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and how do you feel that we're getting a second movie in the near future?
I think it's cool that something like this, like a project that started off like this, is it's amazing that it got one movie, much less a sequel. You know?
Exactly. Because that's the thing with the first one. It was on there for so long. I was thinking, like, is this actually happening? Like, it's strange to think that the first time that we ever saw it, we saw that one of the animatronics was being made, and then nothing for a few years, and then suddenly there's a big trailer.
Right. I mean, yeah, you can't really go wrong with the Jim Henson Creature Shop.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think they did. I think that it's um one of the big things is like I really love puppets.
Hmm.
Like I love puppets, I love robots, I love very very particular things, and it made me very happy that the Creature Shop was able to work on those and make them look as good as they did.
Definitely. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect him to look that lifelike and just that good.
Oh, I know, right? I think like I don't think this number is correct, but I'm pretty sure they said like the animatronics and puppets alone were like 3/4 of the movie's budget,
I don't know.
like
I believe
something
it.
to that effect.
Genuinely. Yeah. Speaking of that, how many Five Nights at Freddy's games have you played?
I've tried to play all of them. I'm not good at them. Um, I've played some of one. I've played number 2, which is just bananas with the amount of stuff you've had to do
Of course.
and keep track of. 3 was a little easier. 4, I was kind of starting to grow out of like FNAF.
Hmm.
But I still like kept tabs on it. Sister Location kind of brought me back in with the kind of aesthetics and things they had going on there.
Hmm.
And then I definitely I haven't really played Ultimate Custom Night.
No, that's pretty
Which
much the
is-
one that I have not yet played.
Yeah, I'm intimidated. I'm very surprised that anyone was able to beat it.
Of course, especially
Like,
on the
on-
hardest difficulty.
Oh, I know, right?
I mean,
But,
if
you
Scott
know.
Cawthon said that no one will be able to beat 420, on the number 1, then what chance does anyone will stand on that one to have 50-20?
Yeah, I remember that because I think he was like, well, I tried to do it and I made the game and I couldn't do it, so nobody should be able to do it, kind of a thing.
Exactly.
But he was, and here we are, 6 years later.
Yeah, here it is where on the PlayStation version they've got a trophy for beating it with 420. So now you just have to do it 400%.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. It'll be easy.
Yeah. It probably is easy now, considering all the rest of the stuff they have to do in it.
I could imagine, yeah.
Because I've finished to completion 1 to 4. I played the other ones, but I didn't actually get everything there is to do in that. I think that my last game in the series that I've played was Help Wanted. Then it just ended there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Help Wanted. I don't think I played Help Wanted just because when it initially released, it was on VR.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was only on VR, so I never played it. But it was interesting. It was interesting to watch it kind of morph into Help Wanted and then Security Breach.
Yeah.
And then I think Help Wanted 2 came out like a month ago or something like that, but
I think so.
It's been interesting watching the journey.
It has, and especially since Help Wanted has a flat mode now. So you can just play it just normally now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just wondering if Help Wanted 2 came with a flat mode. Someone have to tell me if they know about that.
I don't think so. I'm not as far as I'm aware.
Because they pretty much had to make Help Wanted like a flat mode because it came onto the Switch somehow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, in fact, I'm just gonna commit. I'm just going to what's the word? Confess to it now. That was the whole first way that I played Help Wanted because it came out cheap on the Switch.
Oh, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Took a full SD card to get it to to get the memory working though.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the Switch is the limited amount of space, especially with beefy games.
Exactly. Oh, well, I do have another question here for you.
Alrighty.
Do you have a favorite stream that you've ever done? Like anything that just sticks to mind is yeah, that's the best one.
It's kind of hard to say. There's been a lot that I've just the vibes were perfect. I seem to be engaging to people. Mm-hmm. This stream that I did though, it was going back to the Anton Blast thing. They were having their Kickstarter and to actually fund the game. Mm-hmm. And I streamed for more or less 10 hours straight.
Ooh.
Playing the demo and playing... Well, actually, I don't know if the demo was out, but I played their other game in that same kind of universe, Anton Ball, for that 10 hours.
Nice.
And just to try and get people to take a look and help support the Kickstarter.
Of course. Was you a supporter on it?
I was not really financially prepared to donate, kind of a thing. I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I kind of just went, I can't donate monetarily right now, so doing this seems to be a good, like trying to draw other people's attention to it by streaming it seemed to be a good workaround there. Or not workaround, but yeah, I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was a nice alternative.
Yeah.
Do you know if it worked? Do you know if it, like, affected?
I'm not quite sure, actually. But I had fun doing it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You look. There we go. Oh, and I just realised as well that the Discord link there is there. So if anyone wants to join the family, so you're ready for all the streams whenever we go live. If you want to be in on the jokes, then definitely go check the link and join the Discord. And I just realised as well that we have missed a drink break, so I'm going to go ahead and take that now. I'll quickly put that up, so if you got a drink by side, take a swig now.
Alright.
Nice. Ooh, how is everybody doing tonight? Okay, we are sorted. In fact, I don't even know how many ducks I have now. Oh, it's 124 that I've got to get. Oh, and the save button's not working anymore. Fantastic. I don't know why. Whenever it goes on to an hour that I've been doing this, the save button just breaks for some bizarre reason. So I'm going to quickly start it over again. We have 111.
111. Let's give it up for 111.
Yes. 111. The big triple one. So now they just have to come all the way back in. Oh, and there's the dreaded flamingo. Okay, bye. Yeah, so this is current. If anyone is new to this place, then this is the 7th time that we've done Duck Talk, and the very first episode that we had, we ended up making a placid plastic duck simulator creepypasta. Which the raw should still be on the website. Did I tell you the story about what happened when we wrote the creepypasta?
I don't think so. No.
So what happened was, me and my first guest, LeftyTheClown, we came up with an idea because we noticed that for the entire duration, the flamingo, no matter where we were on the camera, it kept staring at us. Like, all the time, we looked over and it was just there watching. So we were saying that was like a good thing for a creepypasta, and then we just kept on building and building on it. So I said, you know what? I like writing, so I'm going to go and actually make it a reality. So then I said on Twitter, if anyone's interested in it, let me know, and I will definitely do it. Not only that, but if you convince me, then I will put it on the wiki. And of course, the reaction was quite well received. So I did it. I wanted it to be kind of memey as well. Just something that you can have fun with. And I put it on. Guess what happened?
Did people start writing more for it?
I immediately got banned.
No.
Yep, I got banned from the Creepypasta wiki.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, it was only like a first offense, so I was only banned for a day. But like the whole thing got deleted, so I ended up just putting it on Twitter and just saying, alright, it's not going to be on the wiki anymore, but if you really want to read it, it's there.
It could have been an email. They didn't have to ban you.
I know. I finally made a stream, got alert and go grab dinner. Glad I can finally catch you live. Hi Kong, how you doing? Very happy to see you too. Hope you enjoy staying. I really hope that you enjoy your look and your dinner. Because I know you said that you wanted to join one of these, so I'm glad that you could make it. Okay, and there is one thing that I've got here as well that's going to be quite fun. So it's kind of a community question as well. Do you have many in-jokes with your community?
I don't know. I don't think I do. Most of the time, if I do, it's like in that space of like making jokes that other people have made. Like, I remember a stream on a few weeks ago. It was, I quoted Angry Video Game Nerd or something like that, and I was like, "That's your AVGN reference for the day." Da 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 da.
Oh, nice.
But I don't think we have in jokes yet. I haven't come up with any. I just usually kind of improv and say whatever comes to mind.
Nice. It's weird though, you can't manufacture the in-jokes, because I was thinking like, okay, what can I make an in-joke in this community? But then, they all just happened upon me. So it's like, okay, well we suddenly have something now. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, like I feel like it's gotta, like you said, it's, if you try and like manufacture them, like it sometimes doesn't really work out. But like,
yeah,
if you just have that, if you have that right blend of people, like in your chat and be like, oh, that's funny, and we just like, it very much depends. Like, it very much depends on the people, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a blend of what you do versus how people like make jokes of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I will say now, since we've got the Ghost Scope, but it wasn't me that came up with that. I came up with the name, but the general idea of it was a thing between me and a couple of others. It was when I was talking to Biddles one time. Mm-hmm. It was the time when we just had the spray bottle, and then we just got into the question: how do I'm spraying holy water with people, but how do we supply this holy water? And then it turned into this 100-foot giant pope as a ghost, and it was like who just puts his finger in it and it just squirts out like holy water. It's like that's brilliant. We got to use that now. And luckily, we'll be getting out of that hopefully soon.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I need to actually follow that up. Sorry, go on.
It's because spray bottles are always funny. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is.
Yeah. They're especially effective for when people in the chat are acting unruly. Like, if they're thinking unholy thoughts, instead of taking them to horny jail, I just spray ball them. Of course, I've got a bunch of props here now, which I have to bring out because some people really, really wanted it, like the fishing minigame that I've got over here. So yes, that's another thing that I can say for this. Brimmy, do you want to show them your little trick, your little command thing that you're currently the champion of? Because if you press exclamation mark and then fish, you can do a little fishing minigame where you can catch fish for gold. And the people that were there before, they bullied me into actually getting it. And it was awful. But yeah, it was a worthy investment.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. You're currently catching a fish. Even though my thing's a little screwy. It'll be okay. I think my thing has crashed. Hang on. It's not showing me anything anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even get to see... Did I not see the fish?
Yeah, everything else looks like it's running fine, but the fishing minigame seems to be either
I think it has broke.
stalled or it's just, yeah.
Hang on, I'll give it a little check. Well, there you go. Alright, you got a barracuda. Nice. I don't know why this minigame has been so weird lately. There you go. You're fine. Yeah, I think I fixed it. Cool. So yeah, it's been that was always fun to get. So basically, the story behind that, I wasn't originally going to get it because we'd been to a stream of a friend who has it, and then suddenly it started spreading like wildfire. So I went onto this next stream the day after, and then people, especially Brimmy, said, okay, the person that had the fishing game is also streaming, so if you don't get it right now, we're gonna all just migrate over there. I was like, no, alright, fine, I'll get it.
Oh no.
And that's the story of why we suddenly have a fishing minigame.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna ever have like that kind of thing on mine. I'm not, cause I can see the appeal of it, and it's like a fun little interactive thing. But usually those have to like jump out to me if I want to have one like that, you know.
Of course. Have you seen that new one that just came out, Rusty's Retirement?
I have not, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, apparently it exists like on the bottom of the screen, and it's one of those things where you can just farm or have people farm for you. It's just at the bottom of the screen. I'm not sure how it all like integrates, but apparently it's like really good for keeping chats interaction.
Interesting.
I haven't seen it yet, but one of my friends is looking into getting it, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how it works out for them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Then again, I don't want to oversaturate it.
True. Yeah, it's. I guess that could be part of it, because like you've got your aesthetic going on, and you've got like your usual elements, and then when you don't want to, at least in my personal opinion, I don't want to like clutter things up too terribly much, but
Yeah.
it's usually whatever you feel is you want to add.
Of course. I'll see if it fits like the aesthetic and see if it's at least fun before I do going into anything else. Because I've been looking into like different things to use. Like you said before, I am definitely going to have a segment for Cult of the Lamb as soon as I have enough to actually go and buy it.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's still on sale, but like here in the past little bit, you could get it and all of the DLC for like $30 or something like that.
Yeah. Because I get paid soon, so I'm gonna get that and everything else just immediately afterwards, so we can get started on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been looking for kind of like a new thing after I've finished the main project that we're doing now.
In
fact, thinking about it, I might save it until after we finish the one thing that we are working on. Well, not working on, but we're playing through now. Because on Fridays we have Castle Crashers, and that has been a massive challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not so much the game, but the 100%ing of the game.
Oh, the dreaded completion curse.
Yeah, it's like you can 100% a character in one stream, but the only issue is there's 31 characters in total, and the hard mode on top of that.
Oh my gosh.
So I've luckily had to double up now because I've been able to speedrun the game now because I've done it that many times. But even with that, it's going to come to 18 streams in total, which is 3 months of just just having it every single week.
That's a lot of castle crashing.
It definitely is.
Speaking of completion, there's also something that came out recently.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the Crash Bandicoot series at all?
I love him.
He's a goofy little guy.
He is a goober.
The fourth game. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the completion requirements for that.
I unfortunately am.
Yeah. There's a mod here that I came across that's out that brings that ceiling so much farther down than where the studio set it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it raises it up. Like, no, I don't need that.
No. They got rid of like inverted mode. They got rid of like a lot of the BS and nonsense that you would need for like even 100%.
Definitely. It's not the inverted mode that is the hard thing, though. What's the worst thing about 100%ing it is the fact that you cannot die at all, and it's the fact that the boxes are hidden in places where you have no tell of where they actually are.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. They like went in and tweaked it. Like they tweaked things. They moved things around. Got rid of like a lot of the hidden stuff that like you wouldn't think to, kind of a deal. But
yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't have a system that can just run it on PC where I can mod it. But perhaps in the future.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because I've never been a PC gamer per se until I started streaming. Now, pretty much everything I play is on the PC. Especially since I've been able, for the first time in my entire life, been able to play with mods.
Yeah, modding communities are funny. I like them.
Definitely. I mean, I'm just looking for... The one thing that I have been playing as well, just off screen, is I've been trying all the Sonic mods and just the fan games.
Oh, yeah?
So I've been looking into like buying a few... Well, not buying, but playing quite a few of them. The one that I have played recently was Sonic 3 Complete.
Ooh.
Which is like Sonic 3, how the developers actually just intended with the original stage order, having different difficulties, that kind of thing.
Sounds like fun. Yeah, I was never a big like a big console wars person, like, Mario's better than Sonic, da 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 da, or any of that nonsense. But Sonic never really caught on for me. Like I was never a huge fan of it. I have tried like 2 of the fan games though, in addition to like Sonic 1 and 2 and like Sonic Pinball and whatever. I've tried Sonic Roboblast 2, which I had fun with.
Nice.
And then there's one here I played on stream a good little while ago. That was, I think it's called Sonic Time Twisted.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one.
I've heard things about that one. Apparently, it's meant to be like good.
Yeah. I don't have any point of reference since I don't really play Sonic a whole lot, but I was struggling a little bit like right towards the end. Any card carrying Sonic members in the chat can of course correct me, but
Mm-hmm.
that was my experience.
Nice, because I really need to start playing more, because Time Twister is one of those things that I've seen but never truly like played. And I remember there was one that was the developers of what we now know as Freedom Planet. I don't know if that's that one or if I'm thinking of something else.
Oh,
Was
it's
it?
like the only developers I can think of that like started off doing mods is and like went on to actually work with Sega is Headcanon.
Yeah, they were good games. The ones who went on to make Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I really need to play their new game eventually. Because they made that new game, The Penny's Big Breakaway.
Oh yeah, they did. I've seen a few of my friends play that. It looks fun.
Yeah, it does look fun. It has that nice little, like, I don't want to say parkour, but it has that nice, like, movement scheme about it.
Heck yeah, we love unique and varied movement systems in games.
Definitely. That's, like, the best thing about, like, that kind of game. Just having a nice speed and momentum to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's so impressive, like what especially small studios are pulling off with like inventing new not reinventing the wheel, but like having new ways of coming up with things, and like how would it feel to move, and coming up with new ways of if we do this it'll feel really good to, have it done this way, kind of a thing.
Of course. Yeah, I really want to give that a shot one day. Is it? It is out on PC. It's out on Steam.
For what?
Penny's Big Breakaway. I'm gonna actually take a look now to see if it is on Steam, because that'd be a good idea in the future. But the only problem is my wish. I'm looking at my wish list now. I have 13 different things I need to buy.
Aww. Yeah, that's also the struggle. Is like I need to do this, but money is a thing. So
yeah, I want to buy this, but I need money to buy things now.
Yeah, I think for sure it's on Switch. I'm not sure if it's on Steam off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick look now. Oh, it's still fresh in my mind. Oh yeah, it's here.
Oh, nice.
I just put it in pen and it's the first thing that came up. Well, it's the second thing that came up. So what about you? Is there any games that you would love to play in the future?
Oh, there's an entire laundry list. Because are we talking about like playing for the first time, or what just looks interesting?
Yeah, just the kind of thing you looked at and said, I want to stream that one day.
I've looked at a few. Helldivers 2 looks fun. I've seen a lot of people talk about that. Let me see. I really love to do the new Monkey Island game that
Oh yeah.
I think it came out like last year.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to play that yet. Both on and off stream, since like it's It requires something with the Xbox that like it wasn't working correctly, but kind of a deal. But you know, the
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I don't know why I seem to be stalling.
That's okay.
There's also a point and click game that came out a little while ago that I've been wanting to do as well, but I haven't yet. I think it's like The Incredible Adventures of Mr. Koo or something like that.
Ooh, I never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's like about like this little yellow guy, and he's gotta get like he's a little cartoon character, and he's gotta get his like body parts back.
Nice.
Yeah, like I'm surprised if not most of it is point and clicks because I'm just a really big sucker for that genre.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite point and click game? One that you just like always come back to?
Definitely Sam and Max, the Sam and Max series. Like, there was just the one by LucasArts when LucasArts was still a thing, which was good. And then the Telltale series, which they released like back in the 2010s ish, and then the remasters.
Yeah.
Having all but the last season having come out.
Nice. Do you think that'll
But
be
yeah.
in the cards eventually, the last one?
Do what is it?
The remaster.
Yeah, the remaster for the last series for the last season is on its way. It hasn't come out yet, but from what they've shown off, it looks cool.
Nice. There is a point-and-click adventure that Telltale Games made like way back in the day, and it's one of those things that every time I bring up now, it always shows my age because not many people have been like knew what I was talking about whenever I bring it up. Did you watch Homestar Runner?
I never watched it. It's always kind of one of those things that I've just observed from people have been like, "Oh yeah, this was huge back in the day," and I was like,
It really was.
"Yeah, like I believe them. Like, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
Homestar Runner was never a part of the corner of the internet that I grew up in for one reason or another."
That's alright. Because I remember when the Strong Bad games were coming out, that was like a big moment of my childhood. That I remember seeing that news article and getting so excited about it.
Oh yeah, was it like Strong Bad's game for cool people or whatever it was called?
Cool game for attractive people. came in 5 different episodes, and I didn't know this until recently, but they have released a new game that I did not know about.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's part of the Dangerous series.
Oh okay.
Which Dangerous was like a spin-off of a spin-off of the main thing.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it started as like a little joke with just 1 episode, and then suddenly it turned into 2 games now. My only familiarity is Trogdor, yes. The Trogdor is definitely like the most popular one. Especially since you've played Guitar Hero 2 way back in the day, because for some bizarre reason someone decided to put the album version of Trogdor onto Guitar Hero 2's main set list. It was that and Deathclock from Metalocalypse. if you remember that.
Nice. We love some Death Clock representation.
Definitely. I'm trying to remember as well. I don't even remember if Metalocalypse like had an ending. Because one day it was there and then suddenly it was gone.
I'm not sure. I think Death Clock has a no. Is that the name of the band in the show?
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was having a moment. I was like, that can't be right. I think there's a movie coming out. Like, it's doing that thing that Venture Brothers did, where like you'll see it on TV, but like it doesn't seem to have an end because it's on hiatus for forever because of nonsense with network.
Yeah.
Came out last year, actually. Oh, okay. So I was, yeah. Is that like the ending to the series, or is that because I'm in unfamiliar territory when it comes to Metalocalypse?
Yeah, the only ones that I've watched, I think it was seasons 1 to 3, if I can recall correctly. I don't know if I think there was definitely more, but that's the ones that I remember having on DVD when they came out.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell. Oh, that's fair.
I'll definitely look it up eventually.
Yeah.
Of course, I will say this, that Adult Swim is definitely getting some, like, good new stuff out recently.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And of course, I'm glad that they are starting to, like, because I'm really happy that Smiling Friends is taken off the way it is.
Oh, I know, right?
As someone who was, like, original Newgrounds, yeah, I represent that.
As someone who who's been following Oni Plays
yes.
for a good while, I'm happy that Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack are finding their fortune, as it were.
Yeah, they've really found what they needed to do. Because I remember that Zach had like a failed show way back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember they pitched it for a long time and then it got turned down. But Smiling Friends is the one that actually like got greenlit.
Yeah, because like they said something. I remember hearing something to the effect of, like, they pitched the show and Adult Swim was like, "Oh, we'll run the show, but you need to change the name because you can't have the word hell in the name of your show," or something like that. That was the reason they got turned down.
Yeah.
But like they also had the show Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. So like, where's the
line on that?
Yeah.
Looking forward
it's
to
like
more
it runs on an
Circus.
adult section of the network anyway, so I don't know.
I will say this as well. I am there with you. I am looking forward to that new episode of Amazing Digital Circus coming out.
Heck yeah.
I know,
also having followed Gooseworks for a long time, it's interesting having seen their like, because I followed them back when they used to do music a lot.
Yeah.
Which was, they put out some good bangers, let me tell you. But also having like their own animated series now is like so cool.
It really is. The only reason I knew about Amazing Digital Circus when it came out is because I follow like one of the voice actors and I followed him for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
The voice of Kane, Alex Brockham, also known as the also known as the Autark of Flame, way back in the day. He used to be very good and quite popular in the countdown like community.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Do you watch any of the Countdown Community, like the Fiery Joker, that kind of thing? The Green Scorpion,
Fiery Joker. Fiery Joker. Why does that sound familiar?
Josh Scorcher.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember watching him back when he was part of Analysis Anarchy
Ah,
and that group of people, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah. It's strange that a lot of the people from around that time are starting to like get picked up more for their own stuff. It's
Yeah, I
especially amazing
remember.
because after Amazing Digital Circus got popular, Alex went onto Twitter and asked for people for like good quotes to say in Kane's voice. Question for both favorite childhood questions. I mean, favorite childhood cartoons. Do you want to go first or should I?
You can go first. It's your show.
Okay, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's always been my favorite.
You know what? I can see it. That tracks.
It's like one of those things where they would never be able to get away with it now, but I'm glad that I grew up at the time for that to be a thing. Because it always made me laugh, and it's pretty much the reason why I turned gothic in my teenage years. In fact, you could say that I still am. Valid, yeah.
So did the offshoot question?
hmm
Did the turning gothic lead to being a clown, or was it the other way around? Were you already a clown that turned goth?
I was already a clown. I mean, I was a goth beforehand as well, but in the lore, the turning a clown was kind of like out of desperation. It just kind of took off for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're both off and on screen, I am. Because I will say this as well. There's a reason why I picked my model the way I did. Because everything about my costume is something that I can buy in real life, and the model already looks a little like me anyway.
Heck yeah.
So definitely once everything's settled down there and I feel a little bit more confident, then yeah, you can definitely expect some IRL stuff.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I never asked you as well. Is there like a story behind why you became a robot? Like just in like general. Oh, honk my nose.
Um, it's not. I don't think it's really a particular reason. I debated about what I wanted to do for a long time. But robots have always kind of been my thing. Like I've always liked them aesthetically.
Hmm.
Kind of a thing, and I just had. I was like, oh, I can just be a robot of my own design, and if I wanted to, change it for one reason or another, I could always adjust it. But yeah, I just always enjoyed that robot science fiction kind of an angle, and I just always kind of wanted that to reflect in the stuff that I make.
Nice. Yeah, so I imagine there's also that kind of thing where if you wanted to change something about your model, there is like a very good reason in the law of how that can be possible, because you could just say that you've like had an upgrade or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, your model is adorable.
Thank you. I get called Blue Angel Dust sometimes because that is that is where the inspiration for the design came from.
Oh,
Like
really?
the way that artist does spiders, I just really clung to for some reason. Because I followed them when they had their webcomic, and they posted like character sheets, and I saw Angel Dust, and I was like, oh, that really resonates with me. I kind of wanted to do that, and that's kind of where the inspiration came from.
Nice. And it was that person that did the model for you?
No, actually, I made this model myself.
Oh, did you? That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I've designed this guy since I was in high school.
Cool.
And they've gone through some changes.
Nice. Because mine stayed the same, but I've had different artists like go for it through it before I found a style that was like really good and fitting for it, because this is the third iteration of this same character.
Nice.
Perry is a talented artist. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh. Thank you, Lottie.
Yay.
Going to the... I don't think I answered Lottie's question.
Yeah, what is your favorite cartoon?
I slapped their art on the universal fridge of the internet. Thank you.
That is a good way of saying it.
Favorite childhood cartoons, probably at the top of the list was Cyber Chase on PBS.
Nice.
Because I did not like math, but somehow that show made me enjoy math, and I just thought it was kooky and funny. Probably the other show I watched a lot of as a kid was... Oh, what was it? I watched... Hang on, let me... I don't remember the name of it half the time, but I know it had to do with like these people that lived in this computer. I've got it here somewhere. Hang on.
That's okay.
Reboot. It was called Reboot.
Hmm.
And it was like this early CG show about like these, I guess they were computer programs. They lived inside this computer, and like when people would, like when the user would put in like a game or a disc or whatever, like that section of town would be like taken over, and they'd have to like survive to the death or whatever. Very early CG show that I've got good childhood memories of.
Sweet. Because that's the thing, PBS isn't really a thing over here, so we didn't get anything like that aired around there.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, because based on what I've seen, the UK's got 4 channels.
Pretty much. Why that one looks terrifying in stills.
I mean, to be fair, it was early CG.
Early CG just looks terrifying now.
Yeah.
I say the
thought
same
about
for, like...
making...
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I thought about making early CG my aesthetic, but I think I'm transitioning into a nice middle ground. But
Nice.
yeah, the early CG, especially in stills, especially the main villain, he looks let me see if I can get a picture of him. I'll share it in your Discord.
Yeah, if you do that, I'll put it on screen. So everyone else can enjoy the horror. And the worst thing is, anything that I put on here normally comes out huge, so you expect a little bit of a jump scare.
Oh. Oh boy.
It's gonna be a doozy. Okay. Stretch
Where
time.
in the world is my... Because there was this guy,
Let me take a look at it.
and then the really scary one that I think a lot of people have said is spooky. Let me see.
It kind of reminds me of like PlayStation 1 graphics.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. Even though the PS1 game I don't like at all.
Early CGI
And then
of the
this-
design fashion figures. Oh god, that is something. I think that was pretty cool actually.
Yeah, like I think people say that this one, the one in red, Hexadecimal, is really scary because she would like change faces, like the white part of her face would like spin around or whatever.
Nice.
The live action you're seeing isn't related, is it? I think they tried. I haven't seen it for myself, but like
Just gonna say
they tried really hard, I think, to make it connected.
Alright, I've downloaded it. I'll bring it on screen real quick to see if anyone is familiar with it, and if not, enjoy your nightmares. Although it looks like if I was like showed it as a child, I would have definitely digged it. Right, there it is. Okay, so prepare yourselves. It's gonna come on screen right now. Oh, it's a good fit. Okay, this one. There it
Yep,
is.
there she is.
Yep, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down here. Just... There you go. All good. Alright, so I can get rid of that.
Perfect.
Honestly, I love the design. Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks cool, yeah. I could just imagine that it also scared a lot of kids, just senseless.
I can imagine so. It kind of reminds... The mask thing reminds me of my Belial here. And yes, the mask does have a name. The mask makes it less creepy than everyone's faces, yeah.
I mean, it is like a smoother object, and they didn't have to like make it look human. So I think that's probably where the difference lies, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, please let me save it. Please let me save it. Please let me save it. Cool. Alright, and the save button didn't die either, so that's cool. I pretty much have to save it now because there's been times when the game decided not to let me save after like 2 hours, and then we had to start it all over again from the beginning of the stream.
Oh no.
And we should have gotten a new face. I think that's just a regular duck. But yes, once we have reached 124 on this one, we're gonna go move on to a different pool. Because I feel like we've gotten everything we can out of this one. For now, as soon as we get the code. It doesn't do too bad. Because I'm just going to check now to see how much we actually have. We have 115.
Oh.
Not too bad. Yeah, but so it should be very, very soon. Stretch time. There we go. Okay, so I do have a couple more questions here as well.
Alrighty.
Okay, so what do you like to do when you're not streaming?
When I am not streaming, I like to. Well, I don't like to, but I work. I go to work.
I like to do work for a living.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I go to work. I enjoy playing games in my off time. I enjoy drawing and doing art.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go. I like to go to, like, sometimes just go out like thrifting, or go to like the local thrift shop, or there's a local game store and a local comic book store that I like to go into sometimes.
Normally some
yeah.
good finds there.
Yeah, that's actually how I started. More so the game store. I like to go into because they've got a lot of the old. It's a small business and they've got a lot of the older games, and sometimes stuff you'd never heard of before, and I just really like it.
Ah, that's cool. When was the last time you went there?
It's been a little while now. Mostly they've been keeping me busy at work, so I haven't been in there
Oh no.
too recently. But yeah, they've usually got some cool stuff.
Nice. Okay, and then we have one last question for it that I've got written down here, and then we're going to go into the chat and see if they have any more for us. So, the last one is, what is your goal for the channel going into the next year?
Kind of a broad goal is like I'd love to just be not like a huge streamer, but like have that kind of stuff that people could just be able to turn on and enjoy.
Oh, of course.
I'd love to try to make affiliate in this next year, because I do think that like being able to set up like alerts and having like funny little redeems people can do
Of course.
would be fun. I'd also like to try and do more collaborative stuff in the future.
Nice. So if you don't mind me asking, what kind of collabs do you have? Like some people in mind that you would collab with?
A few. I've had the idea of like getting together like a small friend group and playing games together, like
Nice.
like multiplayer games. The trouble has come that the couple of games that I have in mind at the moment, they're not cross-platform,
Oh no.
which is kind of a roadblock. But there's just always there's things to plan out, but there's nobody in particular at the moment.
Huh. Oh, well, I really hope it goes well. So, another question that I can ask: Are you going for affiliate? What's the current target for it to be able to get that?
The target for affiliate?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just need a few more hours, and I need. I'm not sure what the. Let me check my because I've been close to hitting it a couple of times, but the analytics, the algorithm.
Damn you! Curse you!
Right now, I think I only need, according to the metrics, I just need an average of 3 viewers.
That one was the hard one.
Yeah, but it's getting there. It's like at 1 point something at the moment, so it's getting there. It'll be fine.
Oh, of course. How often do you stream? Like, do you have any like set days? Do you set a schedule, or is it when you kind of like want to?
It's mostly been on my off days, because I used to have a lot more elasticity, I guess you could call it, with my work schedule, because I used to work from like 5 in the morning to like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Here lately, I've been a lot more 8 to 4s and 9 to 5s, which has adjusted a few things. But it's I usually just post my schedule every Friday, whenever my off days are.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about streaming later in the afternoon, like an extra day after I get off work, kind of a thing. But I've got to do a little bit of planning and time budgeting.
Yeah, definitely. And I will say to everyone here, when you do stream, we gotta get you to affiliate. We gotta make sure that you get that free. So I'm gonna give you a shout out at the end. So if anyone's sticking around, then definitely give Perry a follow, and yeah, you'll get there in no time.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. In fact,
streaming and viewer consistency, you've got the followers.
You do.
Yeah, I do have like 150, something like that.
Yeah, in fact, let me do it now, so while everyone's here.
Oh, you're okay. You're fine.
Okay. Just while I'm thinking about it. So yes, there you go. So then you'll be notified every time Perry goes on. Speaking of which, I need to catch one of your streams. So you'll have to let me know as well, so I'll come up whenever I can.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure, because like I don't want to say that like most of the people following are bots, but a lot of them are not returning viewers.
Oh no.
But I don't know. It's like a whole thing. It's like, I'm sure like maybe like 50% of it is like Twitch algorithm or something like that. But you know,
maybe. That's the thing. Even if that happens, there are some chance that people would come up there.
Yeah.
Especially
yeah,
if
I've got a few good.
Hmm.
I've got a few good regulars like Lottie. There's a few others that have come through and enjoyed my stuff because of Toontown.
Yeah. That's the good thing about niche stuff on here, especially the old stuff. Because if you've got like fans of it, like old ones, they'll be dying to see it again. And the good thing about that is not many people will be streaming it, so they'll come to yours.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing too. As we were having that discussion about like playing bid games when they come out, that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, because everyone's going to be playing it as soon as it gets out.
Yeah, like there's like 4 dozen people playing it, and most of them have got like a big following, so people are watching that, and then it's harder. I guess it could potentially be harder for people to find you when you're doing the same thing. So
yeah, you just gotta pave your own way. Of course, if it's a popular game that you like really been looking forward to, then that's a different topic.
Yeah, for sure.
And the good thing about that is, if you have like a good community, then whenever you're doing it, still normally, even if they're coming up for a second to check up on you, at least you got that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Come to think of it, I don't actually know what the big thing is right now to be coming out. Like last
That's
time I
a good
remember
question,
it was
actually.
last time I remember it was Helldivers 2, and then after that, I think it was content warning. I don't know if that's still as big of a thing right now, but I remember that was the last thing I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, Helldivers 2 is a big one. Content warning, I do remember. There was... I think a lot of the Fallout games are starting to be big again because of the
TV show?
Because of the TV show, yeah.
Oh.
Which actually, adding on to your earlier question of what I've been playing a lot of, I have been trying to go back to Fallout 76.
Oh, really? Has that been updated a lot since?
Yes, it has gotten... They've got NPCs in the game now.
Yeah. Finally.
They've had NPCs in the game for a while, but a lot of it's in a lot better condition than it was at launch.
Good. Well, I'm glad that they didn't just abandon it.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine they were like, we're gonna do this, and it having turned out the way it did. I'm glad they stuck with it.
Yeah. I don't know there'll be a chance of like No Man's Skying it, but it'd be good if they can at least turn the premise around a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
This room turned to me for no reason, but I'm back. Hi! Nice to have you back with us, Lottie.
Dinky Chrome Enjoyer in the chat.
Yeah. At least there's an Internet Explorer. Trying to think of it, I don't even know if Internet Explorer is still a thing now.
I don't. I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah, I remember that was like the butt of everyone's joke for a while, but then it just up and disappeared.
I'm not sure. I've been using the browser called Brave. It's pretty good. A lot of the features is like it blocks a lot, just like automatically blocks a lot of trackers and ads
Sweet.
automatically. So it's been really fun. It's been nice using it. Internet Explorer is called Microsoft Edge now, is what Lottie says.
No, that's like my native thing on this PC. No. You telling me I've been using the enemy this whole time? Alright, gotta make the move eventually.
Yeah, that'll be alright.
I did tell myself that I really want to try something like Opera, but for that to happen, if anyone from Opera GX is watching, if I like it or not depends on how much you're going to sponsor me for. Just saying.
Give Lefty that fat Opera GX sponsorship. You know you want to.
Yes, only then will I use your good or bad Internet Explorer or Internet provider. You know you want to. Then again, I'm not even going to think about sponsorships until about like 500, so say. Because I've been followed by a couple of them now, but it's just a matter of like signing up for them.
Yeah, that's also true. It's also depends on who reaches out to you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've had like one or two that have looked kind of shady that I was just like, I don't think I want to respond to this. I don't know if I want to open that can of worms right now.
Of course, yeah.
Like,
There is one email that excited me when I saw it, but then I saw that there was like massive stipulations on it.
oh no.
So because I work on Streamlabs, it gives me like access to some emails to put myself up onto waiting lists.
Yeah.
And one of them was the game. Like the game that everyone gets sponsored by.
Oh, do we want to say the name, or I think we both know what we're talking about.
I think we do, but the R word the game, the RSL game,
Yeah.
decided to like have a waiting list on there. So I looked at it, and the list is gonna be huge. So I'm thinking, if I'm gonna take full advantage of it, then I want to be at least more established in there first. Because by that time, the waiting list will be... It's never going to go down, but at least then I'll have a plan for when they come to me and say, oh yes, we do want to sponsor you, in fact.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like that thing of like... it's that thing of like, you want to be a streamer and you also like want to make a living on it.
Yeah.
While you're at it, potentially. That's not everyone's grind, but
Yeah.
And being like, do I want to be sponsored by this thing and have them give me money for this thing that I'll play like once, maybe twice, and get a good chunk of change out of it.
Of course.
Or do I want to do it for something that I'm gonna actually like use,
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not like a continual thing, then it should be okay. It's not going to be something that you're constantly going to have hanging over your head. Mm-hmm. Just lurking. Hi Hex, how you doing? Hope you're having a good look. Ooh, what was that? That's all ducks. I actually have every duck right now. Let me just check. Do I? I do. I have every base game duck now.
Oops.
Yeah. Need 2 more for this DLC. Another one for like 3 for the DLC. And the rest of it's just events, which I'll get in the other levels. And I'm just gonna check.
Hey, let's go.
Yes. So we're ready to make the move eventually. Let me just have a little check. Uh-oh, the thing's gone off again. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the main menu rather quickly. I have 118, so I might do the rest of effects. Yeah, so I'll just do it for a bit longer and then we'll probably go to the ending screen. But yes,
sounds good.
I've run out of questions now, so if anyone in the chat wishes to ask Perry a question, then definitely let us know. Lottie, if you have any more questions for us, I'll have it open. But yeah, it's been fun having you on, Perry.
Thank you. It's been fun being on. I've never done this before, and it's been fun.
Nice. So how you feeling about it? You definitely feeling a bit more ready for when you eventually caught up?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be good to.
Because I will say this as well, having the collabs have been one of like a few of my favorite streams of all time. Just doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if anyone's noticed on the way in here, we now have a lot more clips than we used to. I only had the one, but thanks to the recent big collab that we did, I managed to find 8 different funny clips for everyone to see. And of course, there's that big video coming out eventually too. Yeah, we played Modern Lethal Company together not long ago.
Hey, nice.
So there was 6 of us, and it eventually just turns into everyone bullying each other. Like, there were 3 of us who were like experts of it, and 3 of us that was just learning everything. And of course, I was one of the ones that was just learning. I was the baby, because I'd only played it once before then. And even then, I wasn't very good at it. So I just ended up just like following everybody else, and everyone just tricked me in some way. And in one funny clip, I got sent to the back room somehow. And yes,
bullying the baby.
There is a mod where if you die, just a random chance in the main area where you jump everything off, there's a chance that if you die there, you go sent to the back rooms.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like a little mod that someone made for it. Preference for PvP versus co-op games? I'm more leaning towards the co-op games, because I feel like that's like probably the more fun way to play it, so you've got some teamwork going. With collabs, that is. If I'm playing like by myself, definitely PvP.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. It usually depends if like I think it usually depends if like I play a game and I'm like, oh, this would be really fun to do with like a few people at once, and like I think it's got to depend for me. Usually PvP I'll probably need to do by myself, but usually it's a mix of both. It just probably has to depend.
Yeah, it really depends on the game there. Especially ones that are properly balanced. Because the one game that I truly really loved PvP on was the old matchmaking on Guitar Hero games.
Oh, really?
Because that was always like the best way to go on PvP. It was using the old Wii online system. That's how long ago it was.
Oh, I can hear the dial-up noises.
Me too. But it was definitely a lot of fun. In fact, what happened one time is one person got brutalized that bad that they accused me of hacking.
They sent the Nintendo legal team after you.
Pretty much, yeah. In fact, it was both Wii and the old Xbox 360 that I used to play it on.
Oh, nice.
Because back in well, I wouldn't say back in college, but back in like late secondary school, I used to live and breathe Guitar Hero.
Oh.
It's like one of those things where it's like we've got really good at it. And it's been downhill ever since.
And now here we are.
Now here we are. Someone who loses in a math game. So yeah, I reckon that we can think about setting up now. But yeah, it's been really fun having you. Perry? I almost said Terry.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you ever so much for stopping by as well, everybody. And I know I did the shout out earlier, but I'm going to see if I can do it again just in case.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to do it a second time.
Take a look to see if I can at least, because I know we probably have a few new people in there and we want to be able to maximize that. Okay, I have to wait another hour.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, the thing is still active, so if you are like new here, then go up quickly just into the chat, go and follow. And the one thing that I do ask every guest as well is there anyone in particular that you would want me to raid into?
Let's see.
Anyone on your friends list?
I'm sure there's got to be someone. Let me see. Say, there's this cool person, Lefty the Clown, on Plastic Duck Simulator.
Ooh. Yes, we gotta raid them. I'm actually scared to like try it, because then it'll probably go in and then straight back out.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So
I'm watching myself but not being able to do anything because I'm technically the viewer at that point.
I've thought the same thing about banning myself, like just as a test, like banning myself from my own chat.
You just get locked out of
But
it.
I'm like, I'm never going to get my account back if that happens.
Definitely not. That'll be funny though. Just who? How did you get locked out of your channel? I banned me.
Banned me. Miss Lala is streaming.
Ah, I've heard so many good things about Miss Lala.
She's fun.
I adore the model.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm just gonna go quickly have a little look-see. I like to make sure that the like not subscriber-only chat or something before we go and take a look.
Oh, I gotcha.
I've done that many times. That accidentally went onto someone, tried to chat something because they asked how a tight stream was, and only to realize that you have to be a subscriber just to chat.
Oh, I gotcha. I think, come to think of it, I'm not sure if she is sub only.
Okay, she's live now, so I'm just gonna take a little look.
If she is, I'll find someone else.
Yeah, there's nothing on there, so yes, I reckon that we can go and raid Miss Lala VT, who is currently on Fallout 76. So yes, once again, it's been lovely having you here. Oops,
Thank you. It's been nice being here. Thanks for having me in the tent.
No problem. You're always welcome back whenever you'd like to.
Thanks. You're always welcome to the warehouse.
Ah, thank you. There we go. We are now raiding Miss Lala. Bye, yay, bye, Lottie, bye, everybody. Are we going to go to the end screen now? I have the other side open. Yes, we're definitely going to have to give them a nice welcome, a nice raid message. So
should we do that?
Yes, let me just quickly type that out now. If you can, copy paste that. I unfortunately can't, but I'm going to try and Control-C it. There we go. Alright, thank you ever so much for coming by, and I will see you on Friday. Take care of yourselves. Bye! Alright, thank you, Perry.
Yeah, of course. That was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Alright, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Welcome to the diner, honey. I hope you had a good stream. Hello. Hi.